Max Holloway's brutal KO victory over Justin Gaethje hasn't created any bad blood between the two fighters. In a show of sportsmanship, Gaethje recently joined Daniel Cormier at the Holloway Foundation's golf outing, which aimed to raise funds in support of Hawaii's youth.
Here we go. Yep. 3, 2, 1. DC's 100 guy. That's just kind of good, DC. Hey guys, one more time for Cormier. Right on. 3, 2, 1. Good job. No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's gonna go back that way.
No, I'm gonna do this one. What is this one?
Yeah. Yeah, hit this. You gotta hit, see that logo on the inside?
Yeah.
Hit that.
Hit that shit right there. Look at that.
But you see that spleen?
Oh, thank you, boss.
Right now.
Right, Just if you want.
Watch out, Just. Watch out, Just. Watch out, Just.
Hey.
Watch out, JJ. Watch out.
Oh, sh!
You're gonna kill somebody.
Nice.
Oh, that's it!
Oh! Oh, bros! Oh my God! We almost clipped that, bro.
You got a bogey. You got a bogey. A DC eating burger.
Hey, you suck! Where's the beer?
One of you guys? You lie all the time. Check his ass.
I don't cheat.
You a cheater, bro.
Bilal Muhammad believes Colby Covington is trying to find a way out of their wrestling match at RAF 12. Speaking to Mike Bond of MMA Junkie, Bilal explained why he kicked Covington at the RAF 11 post-fight press conference and accused his longtime rival of looking for a way out of their upcoming wrestling match.
It's tired of like the guy who just like all he does is talk, and then he gets to the point to where you're like, if he says something reckless, then I'm just gonna see red. I'm just gonna just like go up to him, clock him. And at that point where this is not fighting, right? This is just wrestling. But the guy is a lowlife, right? Like when he's said stuff about Leon's dad. He said stuff about Kamaro's dad, right? So I'm like, you know, if he says something about my family and it comes about me, I don't care if anybody says anything about me, but if you come at my family, you say something like that, then I'm gonna have to freaking hurt you. And it's not fighting, so it's wrestling. So we're not gonna be able to do that in a match. So I'm gonna have to do it when I see him at the press conference. You see the coward now going out in interviews and saying that he's not gonna wrestle me. So you never know what's gonna happen. I told you, I've been saying it from years that he's been running from me. He's been trying to duck me forever. So now this is all he got, right? Like he went to the UFC. He couldn't become the undisputed champion. So now he went to RAF. He went against a lightweight, ran the whole time during the match. Like Arman was the only one shooting or going offensively on him. And now he thinks he's the king of the world because he got the belt. Because he beat a jiu-jitsu guy, then he beat a kickboxer, then he beat Arman, who's the only one that wasn't active in shooting on him. So he's gonna try to hold on to that belt as long as possible. And if he loses to me, he got nothing left, right? He's just a nobody, exactly what he's freaking born to be, a nobody.
Comment below who wins Islam Makhachev or Ian Machado Gary and how the fight ends, KO, submission, or decision. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. I'm still under 1,000 subscribers and I upload new MMA videos every day. It looks like Paddy Pimblett may have been trolling Ilia Topuria about his latest collector's item. On Monday, Pimblett took to social media and claimed that he had purchased the Stool Topuria quit on at the UFC White House event, allegedly paying $13,700 for it. However, the alleged real owner has now spoken out, accusing Paddy of lying about the purchase.
I am Jessica. I am actually the one that purchased the Ilia red stool from Freedom 250. UFC Collectibles emailed that it's been shipped. I'm gonna go ahead and open that on the shop app. And this is the shop app. Okay, this is the shop app. You can see the shop app. I cannot forge this, AI this. This is the app of shop where the purchase was made. And this is the purchase. If we go ahead and we click to view the receipt, this is the receipt. UFC Freedom 250, Ilia Topuria, Gaethje, used event, Stool Corner. And this is the UFC website showing it as well through Shopify.com or whatever of the purchase without scrolling all the way down and showing you my personal info. It was me. I bought it, not Paddy, not anybody else. Big Ilia fan. And I kind of purchased it on purpose so that Paddy and nobody else could actually buy it and use it against him.
Dustin Poirier has returned to the UFC's Deep Waters podcast. After his recent airport incident, some sponsors distanced themselves, yet the UFC stood by him. On the show, Poirier revealed he's still trying to fill the void left by fighting.
Fighting, man, it's a new world I prepared for with investments, I prepared for with businesses. I didn't prepare for mentally, like what's after fighting. Like Chris said, chasing greatness for 20 years, waking up every day trying to better myself. I never thought about what's gonna keep me mentally stable, what's gonna keep me feeling okay when I lay the gloves down. You know, and here I am a year into retirement, and I'm still trying to find it. Like Chris said, nothing's ever gonna fill that void, that the highest highs you can feel fighting another man one-on-one in front of the world. You win, you're the best thing in the world, everybody's telling you how good you are. And on the opposite side, you lose, your life's under a microscope. And the highest of the highs, lowest of the lows. And every day I wanna feel that feeling again, but I don't think anything's ever gonna give me that feeling.
Dustin Poirier weighed in on Kamaru Usman's loss to Dricus du Plessis, suggesting the former welterweight champion should consider dropping back down to 170 pounds, where Poirier believes Usman could make one final title run.
Enough to make a run for the title.
At welterweight?
Yeah.
At welterweight, yeah.
Yeah. Those guys, because he can use his physicalities, his wrestling.
I thought he would be one of Islam's toughest fights.
Yeah, that's
at
for
170.
sure. I actually picked him to win this fight.
I think DDP's just too big, man. Usman's a big welterweight, no doubt, but he's not he's a small middleweight. DDP is big. I think that size helped him stop shots. I think that size mattered when he landed, like this here we just saw. You know, his knockdown power is way more than Usman had, and way more than Usman's used.
Bilal Muhammad on his brawl with Covington at RAF press conference. He is a coward.
You know, congratulations. Can we give a round of applause for Bilal? He just became a father. So amazing. What a great step to go on the journey. But I just got one question to ask you, Bilal. Who the fuck let you hit? Bro, you're one of the ugliest motherfuckers I've seen in my life. That girl must look like a gargoyle.
All right, guys, let's get the questions started.
Ben Askren believes Colby Covington crossed the line with his trash talk toward Bilal Muhammad. During a recent appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Askren called Covington a really horrible human being and said that bringing Bilal's wife into the trash talk and insulting her on stage was a step too far. Askren also offered to help Bilal prepare for his upcoming wrestling match with Covington Few Clubs. What do you think of Colby Bilal?
What do you think of Colby Bilal?
That's interesting. You know, Bilal doesn't have a huge wrestling background. He's very strong and good hips, and I'd like to coach him up a little bit. I'd like to help him. You know, we trained together at Rufus for a little bit, but that was kind of like when I was a little bit like, I had a family and I would just go home and hang out with my kids versus, you know, go coach at fights and stuff like that. So we never got super close. We have a bunch of mutual friends, but yeah, I would absolutely help him out on that one.
Colby said right before you came on that he feels like there's still friction between you guys. Is that accurate?
You know, I try not to hold grudges. I've never sat down, had a one-on-one, face-to-face. Colby just rubs me the wrong way because he just doesn't say good things about people. If you watch what he said at the press conference on Friday about Bilal, and then specifically Bilal's wife, it was gross. It was just terrible human being stuff. And it's like, yes, we're in show business, and I get the trash talker thing, but pick on Bilal then. Don't bring his wife into it. His wife, it's not like his wife was yelling and asking to be brought into it. She certainly wasn't. So I just think a lot of things he does are kind of gross, and whatever, he can choose to do that. I'm just probably not going to interact with him because
New footage has surfaced of Ilia Topuria celebrating Spain's World Cup victory. It's great to see El Matador in good spirits following his loss to Justin Gaethje. Bilal Muhammad on his brawl with Covington at RAF press conference. He is a coward.
I will say though, he did not have the aura you're used to seeing.
Bro!
Like his face just looks scared and confused. Like
so awkward.
Like
I watched it with my kids yesterday when I got back.
Yeah.
He scratched his feet, which is weird.
He had
was
his flag.
trying to put on that performance, that visual display of confidence and aura, but it was like the eyes.
Everyone could see it. I mean, he had the flag around him, and like usually everyone goes to his tune, and he's like standing at the referee. He's like, "Are you greasing me? Are you greasing me? Like, what's going on?" It's like, yo, that's not him. Like,
he looked nervous as hell.
Rafael dos Anjos has completely recovered from his knee injury and is ready for a comeback at 155 or 170 pounds.
What's up, guys? RDA here. Just want to share with you guys a little bit of my situation right now. So my last fight was in 2024, or October of 2024. I had an ACL injury. I've been dealing with that, but finally I'm on 100%. Back at the gym, back training at RDA Academy in Austin, Texas. I already gave UFC green light, so I'm looking for an opponent right now, either at lightweight or welterweight. Wherever the best opportunity is at, I will be there. So either 170 pounds or 155. So just want to share with you that I'm ready, I'm training, and I can't wait to be back on the octagon. I will see you.
Colby Covington didn't hold back when discussing Bilal Muhammad's recent antics. During the RAF 11 post-fight press conference, Bilal charged at Covington and threw a kick before security stepped in to separate the two. Their long-awaited grudge match was eventually booked and announced for RAF 12 on August 22nd, but Covington later claimed that the matchup was no longer happening. Now, speaking to Ariel Helwani, Covington went off on Muhammad, calling his behavior disgusting. He also appeared to change his stance on their wrestling match, saying that it's ultimately up to the fans to decide whether they want to see the matchup happen.
Yeah, that was a sucker kick, man, a cheap shot. So from a coward, a guy that, was celebrating, on October 7th, against our people, against the kind people. I mean, the guy is a disgusting, despicable human being. He has no class. It's funny because he was talking about, oh, I want to be a role model for the kids. Oh, I want to not cuss and just, put on a good show for the kids. And then he does that, some cheap shot, at a press conference and, just completely just a disgusting human being. But yeah, I mean, dude, he's just been saying so many things about me for so long, Ariel. He was saying that I got a title shot in the UFC because the color of my skin, because I'm white privilege. I mean, he's made comments in my family, my sisters, this and that. Like for years, he's been literally trying to ride off of my coattail because we know that Bilal Muhammad doesn't have fans, Ariel. He just borrows other fighters' haters. So, the genesis is he just said so many nasty things. And then, of course, him, parading around, celebrating what happened October 7th. That was disgusting. There was so many people that were innocent that lost their lives. And here he is freaking celebrating that. So the guy is a disgusting human to me. He's vile. And I just don't care about him. And I don't need him, Ariel. He needs me. I'm the champ. I'm the draw. I'm the one that people pay, to sit in seats. I'm the one that sells full out arenas. So, we don't need Bilal, and we're going to leave it up to the people. Whatever the people decide on your show today on the poll, that's who we're going to go with.
Cain Velasquez says family has been his biggest support after prison time.
I wanted to take my time with it all without overwhelming myself too much. So I took it very step by step. I feel like I took it really slow, but it's what I needed to kind of like slowly get accustomed to everything again, to get accustomed to like normal life again. So the most important is always, to be with the family. Be with my kids, give them the love and support that they need, and then from then on, it's slowly start worrying about myself. So like, do more things that I need for myself. I think everybody needs a balance. You can't just work, can't just play, and you can't. So you can't just give all the time. You gotta give, and then also you have to like receive as well. So just take my time with it all, man. Doing the best I can with it. But I've slowly started getting back into the gym, more so just for myself. Like, I know coaching's going to be there because I'm going to be able to coach just by me working out there. Me working out with the guys, I'm going to be able to share what I have. So that's going to come naturally. So, but I'm doing it for myself, number one. To work out, to have fun with it again. I always love it. I just going back. Like the past 2 weeks, I understand why I love it so much and what it does for me. mentally, spiritually, physically.
Dominick Cruz explains why he thinks Conor won't retire and will definitely make a comeback after knee surgery.
You know, when I came back in between the three, I had the 2 surgeries, then I had the 1 fight for 1 minute, and then I came back and fought again. Between the 2 ACL surgeries to the 3rd one with 1 fight in between, I could see how he had the 5 years off and came back and was so amped up and then didn't get to do it. It's kind of similar. And after I did that, he still knows, it's like a reference point for him that, okay, I got to feel it. I went through the camp. I felt strong. I felt ready. He can use that to get through this next rehab session that he's going to do. And it's not the worst one. Like his knee, there's access to so many things I didn't have now. He has the physical therapy at the Performance Institute. He has all the best doctors and money in the world. Now I think he's going to stay in the testing pool this time. I don't know. Last time he didn't. I chose to stay in the testing pool through all these surgeries. So we'll see what he does with that. But with all the access to the things he has, he absolutely can come back. And what I was going to say is it took so much for me to not have martial arts that's why I think he came back. He's got everything in the world, everybody keeps saying, right? So why do you go back in the octagon? There's only one logical reason to go in there and do that. And it's when you have everything he has. And it's because he needs it. I needed it. Why wouldn't he? Why would he be different? It takes a certain obsession to be good at this. And my obsession was taken away from me. And his obsession, I think, was taken away. And then he was just let out to go be free. And man, we saw where that went for him. Apparently for him, it wasn't working. So he wanted to get back to what did work for him. I can totally resonate with that. And I think that he definitely will be back. I really do, because of the injury and because he got that taste and that feeling of showing up. And everybody doubts him right now. And everybody's kind of not everybody. A lot of people are upset. You know, you get both sides. You get the dualism of both. You get the people who are pissed. You get the people who are on his side and say, get it done, yay. But everybody wants a comeback story. So no matter what anybody says, they're going to watch because everybody loves a comeback story. And he's entertaining. So the build up to that will be great. But yeah, I think he'll definitely do it. I think that feeling he had that night will resonate with him. He's going to hold on to it tight and get through and use it to get through this rehab. Yes.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest MMA news. See you in the next one.